Hi everybody! Welcome to another week of Makers Monday. I am Anastasia Radloff, aka Stampin Blondie, and I am really looking forward to bringing you more Christmas projects for our week 2 of my holiday card series. I hope you all had an amazing weekend. I spent some time at home, but it was nice and relaxing, and yeah, it was really fun. If you are watching, make sure to follow along and say hi. Comment below. It's always fun to see where everybody is watching from. I'm just trying to get this to come up here on my laptop so that I can follow along with your comments. There you go. If you hear that, I have an extra special little guest with me today. This is my new baby, Leia. Oh, geez. This is my new baby, Leia. She is kind of clingy, so she was wanting to sit on my lap today. So we are gonna see if she'll cooperate. If not, I'll just put her on the floor and we'll still carry on. But everybody say hi to Leia. She is our new little dachshund girl. She's such a good baby. We got her a week ago from the same rescue that we got Elvis, and she has just fit into our family so well. So I am definitely happy to have her with me today. So yeah, she's just a little crazy. But if you're watching this live, make sure to comment hi. Let me know that you're here. If you're watching this via replay, make sure to comment replay so that I know that you were able to follow along with us today. It's fun to see where everybody's joining us, but we are going to go ahead and get started on our projects today. So I have a couple quick announcements just like always, so let me get this all set up. There we go. So we have an update to December's holiday card class. So before I had mentioned that the deadline to register for this month's card class was going to be this coming Saturday. But because of shipping delays with United States Postal Service right now, I am moving up the deadline to RSVP for this month's card class to this coming Wednesday. So you have 2 days left to reserve your kit for December's holiday card class. Now this features the gift wrapped bundle, and there's 5 different options for whatever your crafting budget is. We have everything from a full bundle, which includes the stamp set and the punch, all the way down to just the PDF only if you already have the supplies on hand. So all the details to register for this month's kit can be found in the description of this video. But definitely make sure, if you are wanting to RSVP, please sign up as soon as possible. Unfortunately, I cannot take any late signups for this, and I will be placing my order as soon as possible once this closes out. So Wednesday, December 9th is the closeout for December's holiday card class. All the details can be found in the description of this video. So these are the projects. You get enough supplies to create 6 cards, so 2 of each design, and then depending on what level of kit you purchase, you can get stamp sets bundle with the punch or more. All right, also starting tomorrow is our giant year-end closeout. So Stampin' Up! Has a whole list of retiring items from the August through December mini catalog. So there's everything from stamp sets, dies, embellishments. There's a huge long list of 3 pages of items that are retiring. Now, because this is such a long list, of course I don't expect you to see it all here. In the description of this video is a link that you can go to that has all the details and all the lists that you see here. We also have another list of items that are carrying over to our next catalog. So both of these are found on the blog post that I did about the year-end closeout sale, but this starts tomorrow. Some products are discounted up to 50%, and even some of the products that I'll be showing you today are on the closeout list. So if you like the items that I will be focusing on today, make sure to get in your order because they are retiring. So details on this are on my blog, and it starts tomorrow. Also coming, we have the January through June mini catalog and celebration. If you are not too familiar with what celebration is, it is Stampin' Up's biggest sale of the year and is coming January 5th through February 28th. Only 2 months this year. In the past, celebration has been 3, but this time we are having it for 2 months. So this celebration catalog and mini catalog, if you have placed an order with me within the last 6 months, you will receive these in the mail soon. I already got a couple boxes of catalogs that I've got to just package up and send out. If you have not placed an order with me in the last 6 months, there's again a link in this description of the video for you to be able to reserve your own catalog. I send these out for free, so feel free to put in your order for that and I will send you a copy of these. There's some really great products coming in these 2 catalogs, and I got my pre-order this past week, but I'm not showing you just yet because we're still working on Christmas stuff. So January through June mini catalog, if you're interested, you can click the link in the description to request your own if you have not placed an order with me in the last 6 months. All right, something else that is coming in January that I've been waiting for forever, that I have my little hands on today and that I can show you, and we're going to use for our projects is, let me grab it here. We have this machine here, which is our big Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. But coming soon, January 5th, to all customers, is our little mini Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. I love this little guy. I call this one the Boss and this one the Baby Boss. So they are our Stampin' Cut and Emboss machines. Our full-size machine has a platform of 6 inches wide, while our mini cut and emboss machine is 3.7 inches wide. So just a little over half the size of the big one. Now, this is perfect for on-the-go crafting. I know some of us may not be doing that right now, but if you like to take your craft supplies over to a friend's house or a safe location, maybe craft in the park, this mini Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine is perfect for that. So you can see here, it's super tiny. These are the little plates that it comes with. It comes with 2 plates for embossing. You have a thicker one for our regular standard embossing folders and a thinner one for our 3D embossing folders. We have 2 clear plates and the platform, the die cut platform. You can see mine's brand new. I haven't even used it yet, but I'm gonna showcase it to you today during our projects. I love this machine. It's very lightweight. It looks identical to our big machine. It has the little handle on the side. Now with our big machine, this handle comes off, but the mini one, it does not. And then they both fold up for storage so that you can keep them in on your desktop, and it takes up less room when they're all folded up. So let me put the big one off to the side, and we're gonna keep the mini one out for our projects. This is perfect because you can just keep it on your desk. It doesn't take up too much room. And we're gonna lay down because she is in the way. And we're gonna get started with our projects. So for today, as always with our projects, I have a free PDF available in the description of this video with all the details for the 2 projects that we're going to make. And we will be making these 2, featuring the Coming Home bundle. Now this is a stamp set and die, coordinating with designer series paper. So it does have some fun different elements that you can create different Christmas cards that I'm gonna make today, but you can use this for a variety of different projects. So this PDF highlights all the products that I used for each card, as well as the item number and the price. So if you want to place an order, you can reference this along with this video and you can quickly find out the details of everything that I used. It also has the dimensions to each project so that you can quickly put together your projects with my video together, and it works hand in hand with each other. And that is a free PDF too. Linda, yes, she loves her mini. I know Linda was so excited to get the Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. So this will be available January 5th to customers, and I'm so excited to showcase it today. All right, like I said, these are our 2 projects. Now, can you tell a little difference in this one right here? This is actually a no stamping card. So I'm gonna show you how to put this project together with absolutely no stamps, no ink, and no dies. No coloring, and it's perfect for beginner stampers. This is a quick and easy project using designer series paper, and you don't need any stamping skills required to do this. All right, let's get started. We are going to feature today the Trimming the Town 12 by 12 designer series paper. And this paper is actually on sale starting tomorrow at 10% off. This is a retiring designer series paper, and it features Early Espresso, Misty Moonlight, Old Olive, Pool Party, Poppy Parade, and Whisper White colors. So you get 6 different pages, 2 of each design, and they're dual-sided, so you can see them all here. And then we're also going to be using the Coming Home bundle. This stamp set and coordinating dies are in the August through December mini catalog. And it's a photopolymer stamp set, meaning it's completely see-through and clear, so you can see exactly where you're stamping. All right, let's go ahead and get started. We are gonna work on our first project here, which is the no stamping project. Now, this quick and easy project features the Old World paper embossing folder. Now, of course, this won't fit through the mini machine. This is only designed for our big Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. But when you use the dies, you can easily use the mini cut and emboss machine because they all fit in the mini. So we have a piece of Pool Party cardstock that's cut to 5.5 by 8.5, and I scored it and I'm folding it right in half to get your basic card size. I already pre-embossed a piece of Whisper White cardstock with the Old World paper embossing folder, so you can see what that looks like. And then I have a piece of designer series paper, and this is cut at 1 3/4 by 3 3/4. So we're just going to use adhesive and put that right on top of our project here. Now, this design is quick and easy, and it can be used for holiday cards, or you can use this for if you have a new neighbor, you can create this card for them and just give this to them, welcoming them to the neighborhood. This can be a birthday card, it can be whatever you want. All right, how do we get these little houses here? So let me find my designer series paper, and you can see our papers are pre-printed. Now, the dies do fit this paper, so if you did have the die set, you could easily run it through and cut these out. But I am just going to do what they call fussy cutting, and I am going to cut out this part of the paper. Now, this project is great if you don't want to buy all the stamps and the dies. If you're wanting to make a quick project and you just have the designer series paper, there's no stamping, and this is perfect for any skill level. If you had the dies, you could, like I said, cut these, but a quick cut with scissors is simple and easy as well. And you can get as detailed and close to the chimney and the roof as you want, but I'm just gonna do a quick cut around this here. Let me cut there. Now, no stamping cards are, like I said, great for all beginner levels, or if you're an advanced stamper and you just want to make the most of your designer series paper, these types of projects are found on a lot of our designer series papers, not just this one as well. We have a lot of designer series paper that has print that can be cut out with your dies so they match up together, or you can just fussy cut them out here like I'm doing. I like the colors on this card. It's not kind of your traditional Christmas colors. That's why I said you could easily use this as like a welcome a new neighbor, bake them some cookies, kind of leave it on their front doorstep safely, of course, and just welcome somebody to the neighborhood. This is also a great birthday card for winter. And You can just see it's a quick and easy cut on these. Now these trees are two different sizes. We do have in the die set 2 different sized Christmas trees, and you could decorate these with embellishments to get that Christmas tree effect. If you have red rhinestones, you could put these right on the tree and get a Christmas tree look, or you can just leave it just like this, like an evergreen tree, and it still looks great as well. If you have any star embellishments, you can put that right on the top and have a Christmas tree. Leia's over here crying. My husband's not home from work yet, so I don't know what she's crying about. Probably wants out of the craft room, but until he's home, she's going to be in here with me and joining us for Maker's Monday. I always like to have my animals in here when I craft. They love coming in here and spending time with me. All right, so we've got our 3 pieces cut out, and we're gonna put on the back here dimensionals. And you're gonna see how quick and fast this card, this no stamping card, can come together. So we're just gonna peel the back of our dimensionals off. We have Carol watching from Connecticut. I'm sure it is very cold there, Carol. It is pretty chilly here in Tucson. I wouldn't say it was cold because it's definitely not, you know, Connecticut weather, but it's pretty chilly for Tucson right now. So I'm putting my pre-cut pieces down just with some liquid glue. I chose to do liquid glue because if I want to move them around before they're adhered down, I can. So I got that there so you guys can see that. A little strip of glue on the evergreen, and I wanted to hang off the edge of my stitched shape die here. There we go. And on the back of this, more dimensionals as well. This time just 2, 1 on each side. We're gonna put that right in the middle. Now our sentiment. I have Dashing Through the Snow here. And if you thought, well, I thought this was a no stamping card, how'd you get a sentiment? Well, one side of our designer series paper is full of different sentiments. This is perfect for creating so many different projects. And if you know somebody that speaks a foreign language, this is perfect. So Stampin' Up! Is a global company. We have demonstrators in Europe and the South Pacific. So we have sentiments here that are not only in English, but we have French and German as well. So I am going to cut a strip from our designer series paper, and I'm going to use, let's see here, this one here that says, no, that's red, so I don't want red on red. We're just going to use the one that says here, it's blue and it says special delivery. So what we're gonna do is line this up here and cut. These are so easy. Like I said, you have this whole long strip of different sentiments, but we're gonna use the one here on this second line that says special delivery. Like I said, these can be used for more than just Christmas cards. So you could do a special delivery with those handmade cookies for your new neighbor. And then you just trim it up with some scissors, add some adhesive. I like the liquid glue on these little tiny strips so that you don't get a tape runner on your table. And then we've got, put it on straight, and then you have your first project using the Coming Home bundle with a no stamping project. Now, if you really want to amplify your project, you could take a little bit of cotton and kind of glue it to the chimney here to make it look like there's some smoke coming from the top. You could add some ribbon or other embellishments, but I think this project is perfect on its own, and it is great to create. So here are our 2 projects featuring, or our first project featuring the Coming Home bundle. So let me know what you guys think about this no stamping project. I think it's fun and quick and easy to create. Carol, yes, I am in Arizona. My husband is stationed at Davis-Monthan Air Force Base here in Tucson. We have been here since 2016 and we will be here for 3 more years. So we will be moving in 2023. Don't know where to yet, but that's the fun part of the military life. You got twists and turns along the way and you don't really know where you're gonna go next. All right, for our second project today, this is going to be a stamping project. So of course I had to show you how to use the products that weren't a stamping project, and then also to create a stamping project. Because we're called Stampin' Up, we have to do some stamping. So I have a piece of real red cardstock that's cut at 4 1/4 by 11, a regular piece of cardstock cut in half and scored right down the middle. I have 2 pieces of cards. Well, this is a piece of Whisper White cardstock. I both cut these with the stitched rectangle dies. And this one is using our designer series paper. So it has the snowflakes on the side here. So we are going to use this part for our background. Like I said, these are the stitched rectangle dies. They have a variety of different dies that kind of layer with each other. So you get really big all the way down to small. And we're gonna just put this right onto our card back. There we go. All right, for our design here. So I have already pre-cut, just to save a little bit of time, a stitched shaped piece of Whisper White cardstock. Now this is the largest circle die in the die set. And what I'm gonna do is, let me get the dies out here. So these dies have these 2 little curvy pieces here. One has the trees that are attached to it, and one is just a regular curve. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna bring in our mini machine here so you guys can see how this works. The little machine is so cute. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna layer my base. So we've got our base plate here. And this tells you on the plates and the bottom exactly what to layer. So you have plate number 1, plate number 2. We're gonna put our circle there, and I'm just gonna cut this right in half using this wavy die. And we're gonna put it right, plate number 2 on top, and we're just gonna run it through, and it cuts it right in half. I love this little machine. So there is the wavy die and what that looks like when it is cut. So we're gonna put that back there so I don't lose that. And that was the mini machine. I used that for the first time. Super cute. I love that. And we're just gonna place this down onto our card. So I'm gonna use the bottom half of this because it's a little bigger. So I'm gonna use the bottom and just put that on with adhesive. I don't want to put it too far down because I want to be able to save room for our sentiment, but then also the house at the top. I have a piece of Whisper White scratch cardstock, just whatever scratch piece of paper you have. And we're going to be using 3 of the stamps from the set, the house and then the 2 trees. So let's get our Memento black ink out. Now this is a linen pad, so you need to make sure it's really stamped down and inked up pretty well. Let me turn it this way so I get the full house on my scratch piece. Okay, next we're gonna stamp our big tree here. And there. And then this little small tree as well. There we go. Now with this, we're gonna bring in the mini machine again, and we're gonna set up all of our dies so that they can hopefully cut all at the same time. Move our ink out of the way so we don't get any inky fingers and arms there. We've got our base plate 1, our plate number 2 on top. We're gonna put our paper down. Let me do this way so I can see what I'm doing here first. And we're gonna bring in our dies. We have our house die, and these just line up perfectly to the stamped images. Our large, I'm gonna have to redo the large one. I got too close there. So there's our small tree. Let's do our large tree up here. Got too close. Have to stamp it again up here. There we go. And then our large die. Now this is not a magnetic bottom. That is not out and available just yet. So you just have to make sure that your dies don't move too much once you've got everything in place like they just did. So we're gonna line everything up again. Ooh. So we've got our house there, our little tree, and our big tree. Now there is in the catalog a magnetic plate. Oh, come on. It's moving too much on me. It's hard to do this upside down so you guys can see and that I can see and make sure everything's lined up. There we go. That's better. And then we're just gonna put that right on top. There. Take it. Come on. You can take the dies. All right, we're gonna go to the big machine. I don't know why it's not going. Let me just get my plates out. Yeah, the washi tape, probably a good idea. I just need to grab my magnetic plates here for this. There we go. I just think it wasn't wanting to take it all at the same time. I don't know, I'll have to test it out. Like I said, it's the first time I'm using the mini machine and we shall see. All right, so I've got my magnetic base down here for this. We're gonna do the magnets on the big one. So we've got our house there, our big tree here, and our mini tree in the middle. There we go. Much better. And our plate on top. And we're gonna cut. There we go. And you guys got to see both the big and the mini machine today. Ugh. Get that out of the way. Get our mini plates out of the way. I swear this was all clean before I started. Can you use a piece of washi tape to hold down the dies? Yes, you can. You can use washi tape. I just didn't have any on my desk because, like I said, I had just cleaned this all up prior to coming on. So I had put all of my washi tape that I used away. And I'm gonna have to cut that tree out because it didn't look like it got enough pressure. Ugh. The joys of going live and nothing working, and you know, craft happens is what I like to say. It probably just didn't have enough pressure to cut it all down. Normally when I use my Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine, I stand so that I can hold the pressure down and make sure my machine doesn't move around too much. It may have moved and I just didn't get it in there all the way. All right, there we go. So we've got our big tree, our little tree, and our house. And I'm gonna use Stampin' Blends to color these in. So because I'm gonna do that, I'm gonna protect my workspace with a piece of grid paper that I had received from a friend that was laminated. But when you use Stampin' Blends, you wanna make sure that your workspace is covered because it can bleed through the paper onto your space. And these are alcohol markers. They dry very quickly and you don't want to get that onto your workspace. So I'm gonna use the Daffodil Delight Light Stampin' Blends marker to color the lights to make it look like there's a glow coming from inside. Now these markers, like I said, are alcohol based, they're quick drying, and you receive a light and a dark combo in your package. Which reminds me, I forgot to do Prize Patrol. So last week's Prize Patrol was the wonderful gems. These are so pretty. I love them. Probably my favorite embellishment from the holiday catalog. But our winner last week was Tammy. I forgot to mention this at the beginning. So congratulations, Tammy. You are last week's Prize Patrol winner. And the reason that Stampin' Blends kind of set off my reminder for Prize Patrol this week is because this week's Prize Patrol is a package of the Old Olive Light and Dark Stampin' Blends. So if you share this video, you can be entered to win in a package of the Stampin' Blends. Make sure to comment that you shared the video because sometimes Facebook is a little iffy and doesn't let me know if you shared. So just comment that you shared and share the video and you can be entered to win Old Olive Stampin' Blends combo pack. So this is kind of reminded me of doing that today. So we've got our Crumb Cake Stampin' Blend for our roof here. And I'm using the dark color for the roof. Now, while the blends come in two, you get the light and the dark, you don't always have to use them together. Sometimes I just like the darker look color or the lighter one, and you can see you can still use them by themselves. You don't have to blend them together. Now, of course, to get the full effect, you're gonna want to use the dark and light together to get the definition and the shadows. But I like to use just the dark or the light by themselves sometime. So light Daffodil Delight, dark Crumb Cake, and then this is dark Real Red, and I'm gonna use this on the door here. Just gonna color that in. And the house part is done. Now our two trees, I'm using the dark and light Old Olive Stampin' Blends. So we're gonna take our dark and I'm just gonna highlight the left side of the tree, and that's gonna give us our shadow effect when we fill it in with the light Old Olive. Now this is gonna blend together and you're still gonna get that definition on that one side, but when you blend them together, you wanna make sure that that harsh line really kind of just blends into your lighter color. So you can see here, it'll just start to blend into each other after a few seconds of going over it. And then same thing on the little one. Kind of blend it all together. And there we go. Now for the tree trunks, I'm again gonna use the dark Crumb Cake and just color in the tree trunks really quickly. And this is why you want to cover your space, because you can see the colors bleed through the paper. The more and more you layer your Stampin' Blends and blend them together, this is when you are going to definitely want to make sure your workspace is covered, because it can definitely get onto your workspace and you won't get it off. So this is where you want to make sure you have it covered. All right, so bring back in our card. We're gonna add on our house and put that right here. We're gonna layer on our trees. Now with the trees, I'm using the liquid glue because it's really thin and you don't want adhesive on the outside of your trees. So we're gonna put that there. Now in the back of this one, I'm gonna use a little mini dimensional, and a little mini dimensional fits right into the tree, perfect size, and we're gonna pop that one right over there. For our sentiment, let's see, we've got, I'm just looking over the words that I already cut from that previous project. Let's see, we're gonna use this one that says Merry Christmas. It is perfect size for this. Oh, Leia, you're okay, I promise. You're okay. She's just wanting everybody to know that she's still here with us. And she's saying hi. So she's only a week into our family, so she's still adjusting some, but she is a very good girl. All right, so the Merry Christmas right there from the words from the designer series paper that we cut from our previous project. Now, of course, you can't have a Stampin' Blondie project without some kind of bling, and our Wink of Stella glitter brush is to the rescue. Now for this, I am just gonna color in some of the tree here to make it look like glistening snow. I put some on the roof just to give it that snow look as well. And of course, the red front door, just to pop that up there. And on the chimney. And let's put some more right here on this tree. Now, Wink of Stella glitter brush is perfect because it is a controlled glitter. You don't have loose glitter everywhere in your craft room. And it is also great for layering your glitter. So if you decide that after you put that first layer down, you just really, really want more shine, you can add some more. And it quickly dries, and then you can add more and more shine depending on what you want. So 3 little quick rhinestones here for just a little bit more shine. And we have our last project featuring the Coming Home bundle today. So these are the projects that we created today. Let me know which ones are your favorite. These 2 at the top featured the Coming Home stamp set in coordinating dies, and this one down here below had no stamping at all. It was all done by designer series paper. All right. So thank you everybody for joining me for another week of Makers Monday. I hope you loved our projects featuring the retiring Coming Home bundle. As a reminder, these items are on sale starting tomorrow for our year-end closeout. And if you're interested in signing up for this month's card class, Wednesday is the last day to register for that. I hope you all have an amazing week, and I will see you next week for week 3 of our holiday card series. Bye.